This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Bro Gang, we are joined by Dart Cassidy, Lauren Schlossman, and myself, the Sunset Jit.
Sundance
The
Jit.
Sundance Jit.
You idiot. You want to run it back? You want to
No. Keep it going.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Welcome to the weekly running of the boys with today's full episode only available on patreon.com/throwingfits. Lawrence, how's your first week back in the greatest city on face of God's green earth?
I feel pretty good. I had a nice little 2-beer lunch with my friend Dave Infante, who's in town. Do you know Dave?
Yeah.
He used to write for Four Pins.
Did he drink a heady IPA?
No, we both had Carlsberg, but he said, say what up to James for me. He goes, ask James if he remembers the time he interviewed me for a complex style job.
I do, yeah. He did not get it.
He did not get. Who got that job?
I think Greg Babcock.
Really?
Yeah.
Dave said that the interview was notable for him for two reasons. One was that
he was in my presence.
No, he failed to mention that, but you know what? It was implied. One is he's like, I purposely dropped MF Doom because I knew from social media he was a fan. So he tried to pander to you. And then he said, the second thing he remembers is that his strategy was like, I could do the job. I don't really want the job.
I think that's maybe what turned me off.
And then he didn't get the job.
I couldn't stop looking at it. And Dave, I love you. Subscribe to his Substack on
it rocks.
On
Fingers.
The hard beverage industries.
I would say he is like, in terms of like real reportage, he is like the name in investigative journalism in the beer and hard seltzer vertical.
I really just want him to only report on the Bang Energy CEO. That guy fucking rules.
I mean, that guy, and we should get him on the podcast.
Absolutely. Wow.
Anyone know what's his name? Anyone know the Bang Energy CEO?
His name's Mr. Bang. His name's Bang Bang. Bang Bang.
Happy to be back in New York, baby.
Real quick, I couldn't stop. This was like 2014, right?
Okay.
And he had a mustache that was definitely ahead of its time.
Who, Dave?
A bit like
Bang Bang.
Dave.
Yeah, Dave still has a mustache.
But this was like now it's totally like now like mustaches are like
Chuck has a mustache,
thing, right?
Yeah.
This was like I couldn't stop staring at his mustache, which is like I'm a terrible job interviewer. Another time I was interviewing this person, and I can't say her name because she's actually made a name for herself by calling out the bad behavior of the bad boys at a certain media publication.
I know you're talking about. I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Where I was interviewing her at like a coffee shop or bar, and I couldn't pay attention to a single thing she was saying because she had like a dirty hipster thing going on. Because she's a woman. Yeah, she had a dirty hipster thing going on with like, all the small tattoos, like big top or small top, big pants. But there's a bug crawling around her hair.
Damn, now I don't think I know who you're talking about.
The whole fucking time.
You should have said something.
I don't know what to say.
There's a bug crawling around in your hair.
Also, she was like definitely less interviewing for the job and more trying to escape a nightmare situation, which I should have helped her escape what turned into a fucking
that's what Dave was doing too with Thrillist. He's like, I just need a lesser of evils thing here.
Exactly.
Shout out fucking everyone working in media.
I know.
You're a moron.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Get out.
Well, you still can. Anyway, happy to be back in New York. Yo, you know what I hate? How is it? Explain this to me, bro. How is there more kids now with school getting out than when it's the summer and there's no school at all? Potting right now and coming to see you at this time in the afternoon is the worst. I had to wait online at Freddy's. I never wait online at Freddy's to get your fucking Diet Coke, to get your Modelo.
I think they're not getting the order right. This shit is terrible.
They didn't have, first of all, as is well established on the show, you are the only person that drinks, let alone prefers Diet Pepsi.
Beyonce, Michael Jackson.
They're paid to
Chris
be
Brown.
First of all, Michael Jackson is dead. First of all, Pepsi lit him on fire.
Yeah. They were doing their job.
Lit his ass up. What do you say? This is
swill. Tasteless swill. It tastes like drain water.
In LA, when you had to get a Diet Coke. It was absolutely bothersome. You were like, I thought I had COVID because I couldn't taste the Diet Coke.
Yeah, there's no taste. Why don't you get
tastes like Diet Coke?
Why don't you go to another place?
We were just running. It's always. I'm not going to go out of my way.
If they didn't have your,
I know the pecking order.
If they didn't have your brand of cigs, I would go to another place.
No, I'm too lazy, dude.
I would go to another place.
Oh, you okay?
What's your backup cigarette?
I don't know.
MLs.
No, I probably do like fucking, I don't know, Parliament Lights or something.
ML Doom.
Anyway, I'm just annoyed with all the kids. The traveling is terrible on the train, waiting in line at the fucking gentrified bodega.
Bro, this morning, the Brooklyn Tech gym class surrounded me and my guy Anoop after we were done with our personal trainer session. Shout out Ricky Bryan.
They're just roasting you on TikTok?
No, they were just it was all nerds because it's Brooklyn Tech. So, yeah, it was just weird, being surrounded by kids just
versus the Chads and jocks that go to fucking Sty.
No, Sty's even worse.
That's where you went.
Brooklyn Tech could beat up Sty kids. Yeah.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. With over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die, you can make sure your ride stays running smoothly. Brake kits, LED headlights, bumpers, whatever your baby needs, eBay Motors has it. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, it's guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time. Plus, at these prices, you're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
How many you played what is it, 8-on-8 football?
No, we played what? No, it was real football.
Well, you led the league in reception, so I figured it must have been a Special Olympics type situation.
Well, the thing is that we were part of the
led the league in receptions or team in receptions?
Yards per reception and yards per kickoff return and kickoff TDs and TD receptions.
Okay. TD receptions?
Yeah.
These stats are changing over time, dog.
No.
Okay. All right.
Also, it was JV. It wasn't real shit.
Oh, it was JV?
Yeah.
Why are we even talking about junior varsity?
I got called up to varsity and I said, no, I don't want to do this. I want to hang with my friends. And then a few weeks later, I quit because I wanted to just smoke weed and bang my girlfriend in the 10th floor bathroom.
The worst Disney movie of all time.
Yeah. All right. Before we get into ruining people's dinners, the most Hollywood day of our lives, and reviewing the cinematic zeitgeist, let's get into a fit check.
Why don't you start off, bro?
All right.
Since you're wearing nothing at all.
Real easy.
You always lead off. And I always age before beauty.
Have I left the house today?
Wait, age before beauty means, older person goes first.
Yeah.
Age before beauty.
Sure. Pod shorts, Hanes boxers, Our Legacy Workshop tee. Done. New York adorned earring, no rings.
New York adorned. You said it weird. Yeah, you talk weird. I wore Our Legacy Cuban boots to the crib. I have on Jacob Petzer socks. I'm wearing vintage Carhartt double knees, a moleskin pearl snap from Life. I'm I'm pushing the season a bit. Do you have season pushing tendencies?
No, I have season lingering tendencies where I'm still, even though it's 70, whatever.
You're living in the past.
If it's 60 degrees out, I'm still out in a t-shirt.
You still remember the junior varsity glory days, dude. Exactly. You're living in the past. Wait, so you're under, well, I guess you wouldn't be underdressing today because it's 75.
Yeah. What are you trying to talk about Johns or something?
Yeah, bro. I realized that I'm pushing the season a bit. It's not necessarily moleskin weather, but I'm asking you a question, bro.
Do I push seasons? Not really. No. Okay. I underdress. I'll be.
Because you run hot.
I run like a fucking nuclear submarine. I forget how to dress for 55, and then I'll go out in a light flannel, and I'm just fucking cold, right? Or I'll go out in it's 62 t-shirt weather, and then be fucking freezing.
I thought you were low-key overdressing in LA. I guess you had a shirt your shirt that you would take on and take off.
Well, because it was always fluctuating between 40 and 80.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm also wearing a Big Bean chorizo burrito, Ticonderoga hat. Rolling on the wrist, still married, and we are drinking Models with the fellas. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to bring up. I purposely wanted to get Japanese beer because I wanted to have you contradict yourself in real time, because we'll talk about this dinner we went to, but I mispronounced a Japanese beer. You corrected me.
Yeah.
And yet the other times when I'm absolutely respectful and say the beer in its native tongue, you also call me out.
Well, you overpronounce Sapporo. Yeah. Well, no, that's not
Kirin Ichiban.
It's Orion.
Orion.
You don't say it like that though. You said Orion, you're fucking flying budget in Europe, bro. Yo, let me get an Orion Air.
Yeah.
And then you're let me get the other.
Well, so how should I?
This was bad.
Okay.
Let me get a Karaage.
Okay, that was I pronounced Karaage wrong. That's on me.
Even Jonah Weiner had
hand up. That's on me. No,
not Karaage.
That was bad.
Well, why is there two A's?
So either I'm being disrespectful, ugly American, or I'm trying to do right by your people and their rich history, and yet here I am. I'm a fucking bastard either way. I can't win with you.
Sorry that you have it hard for the first time in your life as a cis-het straight white male.
It's hard out here, dude. Cancel culture.
No, you could say Asahi Sapporo, and then you said Orion, and I was like, no, it's Orion.
So I would say Orion.
Yeah, like the Baltimore Orioles, right? That's how you'd say it. But I would say Orion.
Okay, right. And you're saying that you're allowed to do that.
That's
and I'm
well,
not.
it's the correct way. It
So-
is the way.
But if I said it, though, it's a problem.
You're just a fucking banana fever, fucking or
Banana fever.
yeah. What is it?
I think it's yellow fever.
Yellow fever. Having ass fucking.
Yeah, there's your title, Banana Fever, dude.
I'm a banana. That's what it is.
Anyway, I told you I had a lot of things I want to talk to you about.
I know.
That was
like,
basically all of them.
You can tell me these things like during the week. You don't have to pent them up and let
I wouldn't say
every Thursday afternoon.
I wouldn't say they're being pent up. I'm just like literally thinking about them. I'm analyzing them and I'm tucking them away, and then we have content.
Sure.
Anyway, complete fit check.
Content is you
complete
like,
drink
Yo,
check.
man, like, why are you dissing me? I'm like, no, I wasn't.